In the quiet village of Chandipur, surrounded by lush green fields and a meandering river, there lived a humble farmer named Anand. He was known throughout the village for his serene demeanor and unparalleled wisdom. Anand was not wealthy, nor was he of high birth, but his life was rich in values and he was deeply respected by the villagers. Chandipur was a place of peace, but like every community, it had its share of disputes. The villagers often found themselves in arguments over land boundaries, cattle, or even petty matters. Despite the conflicts around him, Anand always maintained his calm. He had an extraordinary ability to listen without reacting impulsively, and his silence often spoke louder than the words. One day, a wealthy merchant named Suraj arrived in Chandipur. Suraj was known for his sharp tongue and arrogance. He considered himself superior to others because of his riches. The villagers, intimidated by Suraj's wealth and attitude, often avoided confronting him, even when he was wrong. One afternoon, Suraj decided to purchase some fresh vegetables from the village market. As he walked through the narrow lanes, he noticed Anand sitting quietly under a banyan tree, repairing a broken plow. Anand's calm presence irked Suraj for no apparent reason. "Why do you sit here doing nothing, old man?" Suraj scoffed, looking down at Anand. "A man of your age should be working harder instead of lazing around." Anand looked up briefly and smiled, but said nothing. His silence annoyed Suraj further. "What's the matter? Can't you speak? Or are you too proud to answer me?" Still, Anand remained silent, his hands working steadily on the plow. Suraj, feeling humiliated by the lack of response, decided to provoke him further. "You think silence makes you wise? Let me tell you something. Silence is the refuge of fools who have no answers." The villagers gathered around, anticipating a response from Anand. They were curious to see how the humble farmer would handle the insults. Anand calmly finished repairing the plow, stood up, and looked directly at Suraj. His eyes were kind but firm. Without uttering a single word, he bowed slightly and walked away. The crowd murmured in awe, and even Suraj was left speechless. Suraj could not let go of the incident. He felt insulted by Anand's silence, interpreting it as mockery. Determined to prove himself superior, Suraj declared, "I will make him speak. I will humiliate him so thoroughly that he'll never dare remain silent again." The next day, Suraj visited Anand's humble home. With him, he brought a bag of gold coins. He placed the bag on the ground and said, "Old man, I offer you these coins in exchange for your wisdom. But there's a condition. You must speak to me." Anand looked at the bag of gold, then at Suraj. He picked up a stick and began drawing in the dirt. He drew a circle and pointed to it. Suraj was confused. "What does this mean? Are you too foolish to understand my offer?" Anand smiled faintly and continued drawing. He drew a line dividing the circle into two halves and then placed a small pebble in one half. The villagers who had gathered to watch whispered among themselves, trying to decipher the meaning. Frustrated, Suraj exclaimed, "Enough of this nonsense! Either speak or admit your defeat." Anand finally looked up and spoke in a calm voice. "This circle represents the world. The line divides the wise from the unwise. The pebble represents patience, which belongs to the wise." The crowd gasped at the profound simplicity of Anand's message. Suraj, however, was not satisfied. "Your riddles do not impress me. Words are needed to convey wisdom, not silence." Anand replied, "Words, when spoken in anger or arrogance, lose their value. Silence, when used wisely, can teach lessons no words ever could." Suraj decided to challenge Anand further. "If silence is so powerful, Let us see how it serves you in times of conflict, he said. A few days later, Suraj orchestrated an incident. He instructed one of his workers to accuse Anand of stealing a calf. The worker approached the village elders and claimed, "I saw Anand taking the calf from my master's field." The elders summoned Anand to the village square. The entire community gathered to witness the trial. Suraj stood among them, smirking. The head elder, an old and wise man named Dharmesh, addressed Anand. "Anand, you have been accused of theft. What do you have to say in your defense?" Anand bowed respectfully, but remained silent. Dharmesh pressed further. "Your silence might be seen as an admission of guilt. Speak and prove your innocence." Anand finally spoke, his voice calm and steady. "Elder Dharmesh, I trust the truth will reveal itself. Words spoken in haste can cloud judgment, but patience will bring clarity." The elders decided to investigate the matter thoroughly. They discovered that the calf had wandered into Anand's field by accident and was never taken intentionally. The accusation was false. Suraj, exposed and humiliated, stood in silence as the villagers praised Anand's wisdom and patience. Suraj, deeply moved by Anand's actions, approached him the next day. "I have wronged you, Anand," he admitted. "I let my arrogance blind me. Your silence has taught me more than words ever could." Anand smiled and replied, "Suraj, words are like arrows. Once released, they cannot be taken back. Silence allows us to aim wisely. Let this be a lesson for all of us, to think before we speak and to choose silence when it serves a greater purpose." Suraj, humbled, bowed before Anand and vowed to change his ways. The villagers, inspired by Anand's wisdom, began to resolve their disputes with patience and understanding. The story of Anand teaches us that silence is not weakness. It is a sign of inner strength and wisdom. In moments of anger or conflict, pause and reflect. Speak only when your words can bring value. And remember that sometimes silence is the most powerful response.